Hello everybody, welcome. My name is Mantis, this is Balanced Brew, and this is episode 8 of our Dragon Quest XI story playthrough. Today's brew of choice is some old smoky, salty caramel whiskey. Take a nice... Nice drink of that. We'll get started in here, and we'll get ready for a little bit of mixed martial arts tournament arc, Dragon Quest XI stuff. I'll skip this because I can give you the best one we can. We are currently in the town of Octagonia, basically an MMA-based town with no tap-out t-shirts, which is, the best of both worlds in my opinion. We are in a martial arts tournament where you are on a team randomly selected with a partner, and you fight in duos until the finals. We're fighting for the Rainbow and the Yellow Orb. Gotta have those story-based reasons to have us randomly fighting in a tournament. But to be honest, it's, Akira Toriyama designed these characters, so you don't really need that excuse at all. Go over here to the inn. We'll get a good night's rest.
Rise and shine, partner. Time to hit the arena.
I mean, he's built like what? The physical body he has is the body that like all of these RPG heroes should have based on the feats that they perform. Like, my guy does kip-ups and chainmail and armor and doesn't, have triceps bigger than I do in real life, which isn't saying a whole lot, Ladies
and gentlemen, the wait is over. It's time for our first bout!
That's Fantasy Bruce Buffer.
And boy, is it a big one. Vince Vanquish and his mysterious new partner take on the Underdigger and the Abominable Showman!
Abominable
Teams,
Showman, nice.
Enter the arena.
We'll skip that. It is funny that a lot of people in this series really are just dudes in essentially like gimp masks, but
Let's go!
Oh, alrighty, let's get ready for some wrestling.
Blast off!
Let's get ready for some wrestling. Yeah, it doesn't let us use them as a group, so. That's why we use the guard. Not that these guys are really difficult. I mean, even on like the hardest difficulty, they're still not terrible. I'm just gonna use bang. Really would have hoped that would have taken out some of his guys, but alright. No, alright. They do have a health pool. I was about to say, usually stuff like that, like you hit them once and they're gone, but. It's hard not to be a little overwhelmed with some cringe on this, Especially after that. More doppelgangers. I really don't like one of our heroes gets an ability similar to that, and it certainly doesn't work as well. Also, I guess the first in-game viewing of somebody using claws, which are a weapon that a few of our characters can use, but well, not any that I have unlocked so far. Yeah, we'll just attack this guy from here on out. I don't think there's any way he could win, even if he got some really good RNG. A lot of their moves really are based around like a lot of the moves that professional wrestlers are doing as well, like the chops and like the slaps. I mean, it makes sense. The Japanese do really like professional wrestling.
That's it.
We'll skip this. No need to leave the arena. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm going to start skipping some of the more non-consequential stuff.
What was that? She wipes the floor with you. You should be ashamed of yourself going out in the first round.
Look, I did the best I could, okay? But she's not normal.
Are you sure you weren't just love-struck?
Oh, he got beat
Looked
by
a bit
Jade.
weak at the knees to me. And what with her flashing her legs around like that? Well. Veronica. Huh?
Excuse me, lassie. Would you mind standing aside?
Jade and Rob.
Shit.
I mean, two completely unknown strangers.
I'd keep a close eye on your partner if I were you.
Two completely unknown strangers.
Keep an eye on Vince. What does she mean by that?
I don't know.
Didn't someone say that they were all
Missing people. Maybe you should go check on.
Yeah, we'll go check on Vince, the hero with the heart of gold, the guy who's taking care of the orphans. You guys just want to mess up a good thing, you monsters. You're all just jealous. All of them, every single one of them. They're just jealous. That Vince totally looks like he's on roids. Can't remember if I searched all these buildings. I know I searched up to the shops, but I can't remember if I searched all the buildings. Probably did. Probably did, knowing me. I'm a bit of a loot whore, but somebody's got to do it. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Alright. Guess we'll go up and loot the orphanage too. My goodness, I can't even figure out stairs. Where am I going? Oh, duh. It's because it was it's a dead-end hallway. I am losing it. It's a dead-end hallway. Alleyway, not even a hallway. My goodness.
Oh, it's you. Man, I thought you were some creep sneaking up on me.
I'd hate to be one of the kids that walks quiet in the orphanage.
Sorry, it's just seeing that.
Go to sneak up and scare Vince, and he just roundhouse kicks you straight into oblivion.
Uncle Vince is back.
You kids were.
Is this a friend?
Yup, a very important one. So,
All right, we'll skip a lot of the touchy-feely stuff. I don't really care. We've got to go search Vince's room. This Vince definitely wouldn't be a bad guy like real-life namesake Mr. Vincent McMahon, would he? Nah. Nah, he's a hero. He's not a heel, he's a babyface. I mean, John Cena would never turn heel. Oh, must have snuck up on Vince. The kid's jumping back in fear. Vince doesn't beat the kids just catch him unaware. Butterfly knives, malleable masks. One thing I don't like is that there's not enough weapons that like build on each other. Like in previous games you were using weapons to... Oh, these vials of random liquid, eh? He's definitely not using any substances. That would be wrong, kids. No fighter in the real world or fantasy would ever use performance-enhancing substances to get ahead on a competition. That wouldn't be cool.
They'll be facing off against hometown hotties, Cinderella and Wambolina, a.k.a. the BT Queens.
So everybody got paired with the partner that matches their style. Completely random. I don't care. We'll just jump.
Let's get physical.
Let's get physical. Physical.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
You just absolutely put a hurting on the one chick. Wambolina fires off a wet, sloppy one. Oh, that sucks. This one's kind of a pain on the Draconian mode with like the harder enemies. I'm not sure if it quite affects it, but like I had the worst luck with being enthralled. It was bad. Just gonna. I always take down the mage first. It doesn't matter who I'm fighting. Tactic number 1. Whoever casts magic, take him down first. I should not have attacked, but see, there we go.
Feel the burn. Think you can handle me now?
Yes. Yes, I do. With that 132 critical. I like that there's a bunch of priests in the... If you look at the randomly... not randomly, but like the crowds in the background, there's always a priest in each pew. Not each pew, but like each section of bleachers, I should say. His little giggle's what gets me.
Mid-heel.
Alright. We're not playing this game. Vince, I need you to get your head out of your ass, buddy. There we go.
Hey there, honey.
Doing more damage to the chick wearing armor. It's a little odd. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
That's it.
I like the scabbard for the big sword that we have now more than I like the actual sword itself.
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're into the semi-finals. And here come our first challengers. Give them a big hand now. It's the
Invincibles. I like it.
They'll be taking on a pair of the Bullion.
Wonder, yeah, I wonder who you can figure out who that is. Like, yeah, weird. They found a partner that always matched their aesthetic. Random RPG logic. Much like if I was ever to be attacked by Batman, definitely gonna whoop Robin first. Kidding. I mean, you might as well make a string at the kid, you know? If you know Robin's a kid, you might as well. Don't kill the kid, obviously, you know? Because if you know Robin's a kid, you don't kill a kid. But, hypothetical, you know, in just like this situation, you're attacked by Batman and Robin. Obviously, you're not going to beat Batman. You're probably not going to beat Robin either. But, you know, at least you tried. Tried to get a hit on somebody. Mardi Gras masks only remind me of the Van Helsing movie with Hugh Jackman when they're at the big vampire masquerade ball and like nobody's reflection appears in the mirrors. So when you cut over to the mirrors, it's just an empty hall other than oh, what's her name? It's Kate Beckinsale's character, but it's Anna. I believe it's Anna.
Time to get back in the game.
You have met your match.
So as a recap, just to catch up, today's brew is salted caramel Old Smoky whiskey, and right now we are in the semifinals of the MMA tournament.
I'm sorry.
This is technically our third match because we beat the Underdigger and the Abominable Showman, and then we beat the Beady Queens. Now we're fighting Sterling Silver and Golden Boy.
Time to get back in the game.
Which I would have respected if the game would have built in that whatever build you're using for Sylvando was the build that he uses in this fight, but he's using a sword right now, and I have him trained on whips, so. This next attack by Vince should take him out then. Yep. Yeah.
That's enough. I'm calling this one.
Yeah, the one's probably dead. Yeah, we'll skip this as well. I've made a conscious decision. If we're gonna get through this game in a timely fashion, we're gonna skip unimportant cutscenes. We're in the finals. I wonder which team it is. Oh, it's the mysterious strangers we saw earlier. Yeah, cool. Cutscene over. Always guard.
All right, let's go.
So I'm gonna come at Rab first. Rab and Jade. Rab is the mage of the two. Jade is purely physical. We are going to get to some pretty sad cutscenes today, so that's why I'm skipping through this to get straight to the juicy emotional part.
Blast off!
At least we should. We've got a boss fight in between now and then, but it's another reason why Rab needs to go down. He can be incredibly tough. They're already unleashing a pet power? Yeah, oh wow. We just lost. Yeah. Oh yeah, they break it in as just holding out for a tie. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. I mean, the fact that they both got it that early, I don't think it's pre-programmed. I think just like us, they only get theirs at random times as well. But yeah, Jade does incredible amounts of damage. If you've been paying attention when this game starts in the menu, they are, spoiler alert to those of you that aren't quite as awares, they are companions 6 and 7. Or like, okay, so, well, 5 and 6. They are a party slot 6 and 7. Counting ourselves. I won't tell you who they are yet, because that's still pretty cool. Yeah, really need him awake to feed me those special medicines, and they're going to use their pep-up power. This shouldn't kill me, but it shouldn't have the last time either. It's just whether or not the AI chooses to attack Vince or not. I don't know if they have something built in where if you lose the first time, they're more likely to attack him the second match, but I wouldn't be surprised. I am definitely going to heal. I mean, she does like 33 flat without any of her fancy abilities, so yeah. She's my favorite character in the game. She is definitely built like a typical Akira Toriyama woman, though.
Look out!
It is funny that I'm fighting her with a sword and she's just fighting me with her fists and feet, but...
That mark.
Vince over here, no hesitation at fighting the old man.
Caught you napping, old man.
Just straight up kangaroo kick.
You too?
And a lady? Come on, Vince.
You're up, partner.
I mean, it's, you know, it's still wild that that we just straight up attack them defenselessly in this cutscene, but, you know. I guess that's the way it be. You know, that's the way it be.
The Invincibles take the final! And what a final it...
We did it, man. We won. It wasn't easy, though, huh? That was the toughest tournament yet. Thanks for seeing it through with me, partner. Hey, the grand prize is something called the Rainbow. Word is, it's worth a bunch of dough. How about we sell it and split the...
Yeah, I mean, Vince is the most relatable character in this game.
Hey! Vince needs some help!
For any of you that are Dragon Ball fans, this is about to feel very, Android Saga Goku. I'm not going to explain that either. You either know what it is or you don't. I don't need to elaborate, my nerd. We'll get a good night's sleep, because there's nothing better for you.
It's me, Rab. I need a wee word with you. Can I come in?
Yep. It's just whacking it. What's up?
Just you in here, eh, laddie? I was hoping to speak to your pals, too. Could you ask them to join us?
Sure.
It's Jade, the lassie I was fighting with in the tournament. She's missing. I've looked all over town, but she's nowhere to be found. I can't help but worry she's got herself caught up in something. Will you help an old man look for his wee friend?
I will, you wonderfully accented old man.
You're a star. With yourself and your pals here to help, I'm sure we'll find her in no time.
Oh,
Right.
I need to...
The last place anyone's...
Okay, we'll skip that. It's just because it was towards the end. I am so excited to get to the emotional bits here. I am going to whoop the boss that is in our path. Because I want to get to the emotional meat of the situation. You know? The emotional meat. All right. We're going to the orphanage. It's the one thing about Dragon Quest. You really don't have to beat around the bush. They will just tell you what's going on. Search Vince's room. Definitely looks like drugs, dude. Okay, I don't want... No, I don't want to... Alright, forget about Pseudonym. I don't care about him. Just was looking for recipes. Alright, yeah, that's the party I want. But we're gonna want to... Yep, that's... Okay, that's the setup. Robbed the old man with his wee backpack. Big ol' spider webs. I wonder what this adventure has in store for us, gang. Really hate when I'm just close enough to hit and it still pulls out the crossbow, but... Did not realize they would all be pepped up. Would have switched out some of them so that way I could save it, but... Or one. My favorite thing in RPGs is when you get a little guy that accompanies you that is not part of your party but heals or does damage.
The great Sylvander grows even greater.
Absolutely one of my favorite things. Nothing we can do for him quite yet. Alright, we'll fight one of them just so we can... Trying to fill out our bestiary. I don't know if this game actually acknowledges it as that, but it's always nice to know that you've kind of seen everything the game has to throw at you.
We'll soon have that patched up.
I hope the AI is just a little better in the next one. Don't quite need it to be like Final Fantasy.
Wonderful.
Is it 12 Zodiac Age? Believe it's 12. Like, don't need it to be that in depth where you're like setting things, but you know, to have the AI be a little smarter and kind of know is never a bad thing in an JRPG. Things can get a little redundant, so not having to click a million buttons a thing is always gonna be nice. Let me see if I have any seeds. No seeds. Dang. I was about to say, if I had some skill seeds, I'd give them to my guy so I could unlock that cutting edge. It's really good for bosses and heftier enemies. Alright. I wonder if it's going to be a Tangle Web. Silver ore. These orphans are sitting on a gold mine. Step 1, kick all the orphans out. Step 2, mine all the natural resources out of here. Step 3, leave. About to be rich. I can't remember which of these paths actually leads to the... I mean, I gotta take both of them, but I'm gonna go to the right. Pretty sure it's the left one that more directly leads to, it definitely is now that I just realized this is closed off and there's a chest at the end of it. I stared at that for way too long. Yeah, I would normally switch to the Assassin's Dagger, but, not using daggers, so... Sylvando isn't either. So, we'll fight one of these Skella guys. I do like basically what sounds like the old school Scooby-Doo skeleton noise coming from these two. Zam's one of my favorites as well because I really like the dark magic idea of it. Dark is Rob's element. Or at least the main focus of his elemental magic, I should say. My guys is lightning or light. Eric's is earth. Pretty sure Veronica's is fire. I think Serana's is... Serana's is wind. I think that would leave like water for Serana, but I don't know if that's true. I don't think it is. I don't know if any of our companions actually get any water magic, now that I think about it. Go through, collecting one piece of loot at a time. You guys might not realize this now, but one day all this random loot I'm picking up, still gonna be worth nothing. Yeah, bet you didn't even think about that. We will fight the boss troll. I'm just not doing it right now. Yeah, I just don't want to fight the birds. I mean, these birds are robots. Why can't the ones in the real world be? Sweet, sweet mini medals. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Not adventure, not the friends you made along the way. Mini medals. We are now going to fight the troll. Should have healed first, but I don't think with that messed up.
Let's go.
Oomph. Love it. Still, I think I said it last episode, but I'll say it again. Love when games do the whole anime, gotta say the power out loud for it to work. Back to backs. Alright, don't normally get those, but... Yeah, if you run the main character, Sylvando, Serana, and Rob, you can... I mean, you aren't going to be doing the greatest amount of damage. You can definitely keep people alive for a while.
Thank goodness.
If you just keep them all on Fight Wisely, and have your main character step in to heal when... well, everybody but Serana on Fight Wisely. Keep her on Focus Healing. It's not like the most broken thing in the world. Probably not even a pro stat anyway, because, you know, most things would recommend if you kill enemies quicker, you take less damage, but... Which is fair. The more you bonk, the less you're going to get bonked. And that definitely adds up. Definitely adds up. We're gonna dodge trolls from here on out. Alright, big fella just kind of wants to stand in the way. Not really interested, dude. They are some of my favorite, like, enemy types, just the big old trolls. But that's just because I detest fighting anything that casts magic. We'll fight this basically old Pope. Alright, that's how we know we're doing good, is if enemies start fleeing you. It's a sign of respect. Yeah, that's, I mean, just solid. They look like an old Scooby-Doo villain. Like, these skeleton knights would definitely be in an old episode of Scooby-Doo.
And stay down. Nice.
Eric's skill points. We are 25 away from him dual-wielding boomerangs. Oh. An old bone. And some dirty used bandages. Wow, you really shouldn't have. Just the most thoughtful guys on the planet. So if you cut left, you miss him. But I want the treasure chest. One of these is going to be a mimic. Yeah, alright. Cannabox, whatever they call them. It's a variation of a mimic. Usually drops skill seeds, though. They just do that. They cast the instant death spell. If it works properly, it instantly kills that character. I don't know, he just cast a spell that would have instantly killed me, so pretty sure darkness is kind of that little demon box's whole thing.
Not bad at all.
Seed of skill. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll hold on to that, honestly. 100 species of monster. Yeah. You know, it's just the best there is, plain and simple. Don't know why somebody would start lighting torches down here now, but... Please be a big great hand, or great sword. Oh, well, I mean, that is a leaf that instantly revives anybody that's been killed. Don't think I'm going to use that. Am going to handy heal everybody. I think handy heal's the more economical version of it, and heal all will just heal everybody as quickly as possible. I love a chest right before a boss fight. Magic water probably is something we're gonna... We'll transfer that to Serana. We'll give her one of those as well. Give one to Silvando. And that's it. We're good. It's not going to take much longer than that. This isn't really that hard of a fight. It's going to be one of my least favorite types of enemies to fight, though.
fresh one!
Yeah, this is gross.
We must drain her.
Alright, now that you've seen the spider, he's working with him, we're gonna kill him.
Stay focused.
Yeah, not gonna waste that ability yet. Absolutely love it when they attack just the bullet sponge we brought with us, and we're all confused.
Wait, what?
Really wish yeah, okay, alright. This is not going great, but, you know. Yay, status ailments. More status ailments, yay. Yeah, so as a recap, Vince has been working with this spider to drain the essence of fighters, basically juice himself up so he can help take care of the orphanage. So it's for good reasons, but he's not a good guy. And then we gotta fight this red and green nutsack. Think an enemy should get as a boss, or just a regular boss, should only get 2 status effects tops. Not slowed, confused, and I'm gonna imagine poison. Yeah, let's just keep cranking out damage. And he lowers defense? My goodness. I mean, it's not a hard fight, but like, that's a lot. That's too many hats that this man's wearing. I am going to use a pet power this turn because I have a bunch of damage, and it's the last turn I'll have of it, so... we'll do that. We'll see how much actual damage it does compared to me just attacking regularly, but 50% more is not terrible.
Surrender your soul!
I hope this helps.
Oomph. Oh, increase his self. Okay, alright. Way to be a team player, Sylvando. Love parrying. We'll unlock a strike after successfully parrying later on in our skill tree, I think, which is one of my favorite abilities in any games ever. I don't like the hand claws he has up front. I'm confused. Oh, alright. Sweet. I wonder if that's a poison that can't be cured. Because one of them should have cured it by now, I'd imagine, if they're all healing. Maybe that's just the typical poison, Oh, I haven't taught... Sylvando has a dance in his skill tree that I think helps everybody come back to their senses. He's at yellow, though, which means he's close. Defuddle. Yeah, okay. It's... Yeah, his re-heal abilities get better later on, but really early they kind of suck. Really only put his attack up by like 20%. I'll heal myself on this one because it's not... I don't want to have to come all the way back down here to fight him again, so...
Thanks.
It's just all status attacks. I love that whip, that devil's head on the whip. Ah. That animation really just made her look like she has to poo. Come on. Alright, just die already.
Thank you.
I wish they'd have just expanded on his ability to do that, you know? Like, that's a neat thing to do. The old bombs from the back, but, you know, like, just all the different status effects, not a fan. Not a fan. We can do a... You know what? Let's do a joint. And he's stunned, so I can't use it. Alright, we were gonna do a pet power, but, you know, we're lame and he's stunned, so... Maybe we'll be even able to do something better, you know? All three of us are free. One of them's gonna kill him now. And I'm not gonna get to do it.
Thanks.
Just really looking for that cinematic moment. And I'm gonna get robbed of it. Oh. Okay. Okay, well, the two of them are the only two offensive ones, so we're gonna go with that one.
Here we go.
Really? He's red? That didn't kill him? Huh. Alright. Guess I was off by just a little bit. I do like the pet powers for like the more advanced ones as they come out, but after a while they do get a little tedious to watch. Mainly just because a lot of times you would probably just hold on to them for the increased stats anyway.
I feel better than ever.
Alright, we'll jump through this and then we'll see if we can do anything with these guys. No. So she can't learn anything. And she can't either. Alright, well. On to the next grind.
And don't come back.
Wasn't really necessary to make that comment, Eric, but alright. You know, don't come back doesn't sound so tough, but...
A third-rate fighter like me? I was never gonna make enough dough to keep the place open.
That's why I had to have a spider kidnap people.
Drifting up from down here, right beneath the orphanage. I listened. All I had to do was help him out, and he'd make me the toughest fighter around. Seemed like a pretty sweet deal.
If only, you know.
So I said sure. I wanted to win the tournament so bad, needed that money so bad, I let him use me. I knew it was wrong. But that orphanage, man, that's where I was raised. Those kids are my family. I had to do it.
I had to help a giant spider that lived underneath these kids, you know?
So you let your desire to help the bairns get the better of you. Well, there's certainly been greater evils done for less good. Tell you what, I'll have a word or two with the mayor. Don't worry, lad. We'll make sure the orphanage is looked after.
He's got to be one of my favorite characters
chin
in the
up,
game.
eh?
He's such a sweet man.
Just don't let me catch you making deals with nasty beasts again.
Old Grandpa's a tough dude. So we're going to skip the rest of this. Don't want to watch that guy cry. Definitely don't want to watch that guy cry.
Wakey, wakey, little soldier.
Alright. Don't
Come
like
on
that.
now, time to get up. I said wake up!
Alright, jeez, man.
Good morning, darling.
How about you get out of my room, dude?
Hate to drag you out of bed, but we need to head up to the arena. That prize they never got around to giving you? Well, they want to hand it over. Let's get moving before they change their mind.
I respect that, Eric. Kind of have a
If
world
you're
to
looking
save
for me,
hanging
I'll
out.
be in the cheap seats. Don't forget to give me a wave.
Absolute hardcore sideburn action going. And I hate to say it, but my hair looks an awful lot like Sylvando's right now. Just brown. Alright, well, oh, I'm going to save because I got glitched out in the elevator last time, and I really don't want to risk losing my progress. Oh. I'm just sweating thinking about it. It was bad. It was like it was stuck between levels, like you're in an elevator in like an action adventure game, and you have to beat up the enemies that spawn in there before it moves higher. Except for there's no enemies that spawn and it wasn't moving. Gotta speak to the guy at the alright, this is dumb. Just take me up and start the cutscene. Oh, okay. Alright. That seems unnecessary.
All right, everybody, it's time to bring this year's masked martial arts tournament to a close. It's prize-giving time.
The mustaches in this game are all elite.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you our champions, the Invincibles! And now, to present the prize.
Hold up! Hold up!
Plot twist.
Seems kind of a shame to have the good folks of Octagonia come out and support us and not give them a show to enjoy. Why don't we make this interesting?
Alright.
I challenge you to a fight.
Alright, we'll do it. Now that he got to the point, we'll skip that and just jump straight into the fight.
Oh yeah!
I mean, if there were weight classes, this guy would definitely be above mine. Not gonna do anything too fancy. We're just gonna do this on repeat until he falls. So Vince is no longer juicing, so that's why he went down like a sack of taters.
It's all over! The champ is down! We have a winner!
Vince looked kind of... He sure did. What's gotten into him?
All right, we don't need the squabble on the stands.
To see that I ain't nothing without that juice. I never had what it takes to be the champ. You deserve that prize, man.
Vince is the twins confirmed?
You taught me what it means to be a fighter again. I won't forget this time.
If you're worried about the kids at the orphanage, sell that necklace, dog.
Thanks for putting it on the line for us every time.
All right, we'll skip this. I don't. Yeah, so our prize was stolen. I wonder if you can guess which two characters took it. We will take that quest. Mainly just because I know one of them in town offers a mini metal. There should only be like 2 of them in town, I think, that are side quests. We'll go up top and just make sure there's none up here. But this area is really saved for an Act 2. Us coming back in Act 2 is really more for what this area is than right now. Which I do appreciate about this game, that it does build in the areas and then just leaves them alone when they don't serve a purpose. Then one more, and then we'll go check the orphanage just to make sure none of those kids have a quest. Zero the Shadow. I'm pretty sure I remember where Zero's at, actually, now that if I think about it. That kid is a priest, which I think is kind of funny. Alright, I'm pretty sure... Oh, that's right, there's a chest up there. So, we have to get up onto that one from all the way up there. And I think Zero the Shadow... No, we've already checked this one. But I'm pretty sure he's hidden somewhere around here. First get this chest, though. I mean, you can't forget loot. It's just RPG 101. And then I'm pretty sure, could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, I think he's up here. Oh, there we go. This is Zero. Although, I'll be honest with you, maybe you could have made him look more like the Shadow than just the male-skinned version of what fighters in this game wear, basically, you know? Goofy-looking pink armor with a big cod piece is essentially what it is. Seemed like a cool dude, kid. Sweet, sweet mini metal loot. That... Let's see. Now we're on to our hero's destroyed homeland, Dundrasil. I will let this one run long if I need to get the emotional development stories underway. So that way this just wasn't some random super easy MMA bout followed by nothing. Alright. We're going to... We're heading southwest. We can go past the WWE rabbits. Wascoey rabbits. Mainly just because we're pretty over-leveled for where we're at. We're really not going to get too much benefit from fighting these guys till we get into, like, the next spawn area, which is over here. And then we're just going to take a right just to see if there's any loot over here we could grab. But pretty sure we need a monster to climb some walls to get to it. And it's not one we have access to yet, so... I mean, it wouldn't survive without all this random silver ore that we're... Alright, well, I guess we are fighting some of the rabbits then. I was about to say, if that 2 hit him, then, like, what do we do? Okay, 3 from Serana. We really are over-leveled for where we're at. About to hit one of the more iconic monsters in this series as well here coming up in the next region. It's green, it's a dragon. I bet you can't guess its name. Don't worry, take your time. It's real complicated. So we need to find a flyer that is shiny so we can steal his ride. Like this guy right here.
Damn it!
I think he just swore. I believe he said, damn it. $1 in the jar for you, kind sir. We will just meander our way through this fight. Nothing important going on. We're just going to loot this region before we move into the very emotional cutscenes ahead of us. Mainly just because it doesn't make logical sense to have a big emotional scene and then go, you know what? I'm just going to go randomly destroy some clay pots that people spent a long time making. Say they include coins of that type in every game, just as like oh, sell this, you'll make a little bit of money. In Dragon Quest IX, it's Gleben Groats, or Gloats is what they are, but there's no functional need for them in game. Sometimes they'll have a quest that's like, I'm a collector and I'd love it if you could provide me with like one of each of these, or the one that I'm missing, but it'll never be anything important. Not gonna touch that yet because we don't want to set that off. We'll dismount for a second so we can come in here and investigate. Access is from on top of the cliff, duh. Kind of a pretty easy setup for that. Just gotta be smarter than the situation. Our guy jumps really tall, but not very far out, so. Bandit blade. Yeah, no. Would be useful if I was a one-handed guy. So just make sure there's nothing over here. Park my B real quick. This is the game I blame for all my loot goblin tendencies, because it pays off. It's always worthwhile to go looting in this game. So this building's just completely blocked off. Okay, can't climb that. It's just for aesthetic purposes. I understand. So that building's one we can't get into. Just a random butterfly wing on the ground. That's actually kind of sad. Oh, there's one of our tockles. What's good, dude? With his little legs. Look at him. Rainbow Mines. Yeah, that's from Dragon Quest IV. No, it's not 4. Is it 4? I could be completely wrong about that. It's the earlier in the series it goes, the less I know. So we'll switch to that staff because it has better stats, but it does not cast magic when used as an item, or does not cast an offensive ability when used as an item. It is a buff, which is fine, but not, you know, not what we're looking for. We're purely offensive around here. I forgot how many buildings there are around this place. You know, just looting the remains of my once prosperous homeland. Don't know why nobody else has, but also, you know, maybe it's because they respect the tragedy that happened here. Could be. Not this guy, though. I'm wondering if it's a building we can or cannot access. Oh, wait, bird. Okay, can't. I would almost rather they didn't put it in. Just because it makes loot goblins like me get excited for no reason. We will get the key to that door actually really soon, now that I think about it. We're gonna go down here and collect one more thing. Just make sure there's nothing in there. Slow and steady. I know, real excessive. Goes from exposition to looting back to exposition, but... And now what we're gonna do... We can't fly off the top of the... Alright, that's lame. Can't do like a Duke Boys off the top of this cliff and this little bee. That's kind of dumb. Oh, this is an orc, by the way. This is what Dragon Quest orcs look like. Which I think is, like, much more of like an old interpretation of what they'd look like rather than like a modern. I'm gonna replace Sylvando with Serana. I want somebody who can just absolutely dish out some magic damage.
We'll soon have that patched up.
My main party style, at least with these 4 or 5, is going to be Sylvando in reserve, Eric and Veronica doing as much damage as possible to the group, and then me kind of cleaning up the stragglers. Serana just healing every turn like she does anyway, so. Once we unlock the next 2, that's where things are going to change a little bit. I usually replace Eric with Jade, and then run my character, Jade, Veronica, Serena. And just do a ladies group and then a guys group. They tend to work pretty well when you combine them like that as well. Like, the synergy's pretty solid. There will be an 8th companion later on as well, and you can have 2 full sets of heroes. But that's from way, way later on in the game. And the loading screen doesn't spoil that at all, so you actually won't be able to figure that out until it happens.
Fabulous, darling.
All right, we'll go hero. Still too shy. Dang. All right. Don't really care about that. We do want to unlock what's in the middle in case it's a status buff. But for the most part, we want to go to Kiss Me Deadly, and then that's Amore. Those 2 abilities are pretty sweet, and usually tend to be like staples of a Sylvando's arsenal. Oh, cool! Just a random deer chilling. We will come back to this cabin. I was about to say, please don't let me get stuck back there. That would really, really rain on my parade. Let's break into this nice cabin with a... That's weird. I could have swore there's something outside this cabin. Like barrels, something like that. I could be wrong, but I was pretty sure. I mean, I guess that's probably what that was, but I'm just being greedy. I'm just being greedy. So we'll go back to our campsite, and then we will let the story moments progress. Honestly, a big fun part of this game really is just picking up mounts and then just driving around. I mean, I hardly get sick of it. Doesn't make for the most entertaining content in the world, but you know what? Who cares? We completed new story stuff, which means we should be able to do better with the old forging. Oh yeah. That's it? Focus increased by... Alright, that's lame. That's protection from paralysis. It's actually pretty good for her. Her being paralyzed is kind of like a death sentence if I'm not running any other healers. Ah, I went to... Oh, dang it, that sucks. Oh, does it counteract? Pretty well. Ah, I think that's just a +1. Let's... Pretty well. Alright, well... Later levels with harder stuff, sometimes it'll move your progress down, which will actually help you if you've gone over. Sometimes it feels like the game throws you a bone, and other times they do it when you don't need it, and it really just feels like you're getting picked on. But we'll rework an item. We will... Actually, no need to do that. Oh, we're going to forge the Swindler Stole. So we can get Eric a new outfit. Ah, that's what we love to hear. Crafting's not as intuitive in this game as it is in other systems, or in other games in the series, but... Or it's more intuitive, but less I think, reward. Like, the items from it typically aren't as good, I think. But also, in previous systems, you just threw stuff in a pot and it made it. You didn't have to, like, hammer it or anything. And then we'll rework. So the tough guy tattoo is a plus 12 at its absolute peak. So we'll do that. That's worth it. Alright, and the last one. Pretty well. That's not bad, I guess. It is an 8, so the more that the pearls and item cost, the harder it is to work with. For any item that would be like a 4, we would have just immediately, like, pretty much nailed it. So, I say that, and I'm going to destroy this one or make it seem not as cool. No, that's going to be a brilliantly. Really glad I didn't whiff that one. It doesn't destroy items when you do really bad. It just leaves them the same. So the only thing you waste is yours and everybody else's time. And we'll see if we can do one more. The shield bearer is going to be a good one. Usually I run it on my character when I do a sword board playthrough, but I like to put it on my squishy. Really well. Yeah, that's not going to be perfect, but it'll be, you know. +2, so that's a slam dunk to fix. Well, okay, we're done doing that. Now, what we'll do for Eric is he has his own cool Galopian styled garb. She can't equip anything else. Alright, that should be what we need for now. We'll just make sure there's no big weapon updates for anybody. Of course, the item that we got in a chest for free was just an item you can find in the area. That makes sense. We will save real quick, and then it's time for some emotions. Time to take it real down deep and personal. I mean, they robbed us. We gotta get our stuff back. They robbed us. We gotta get our stuff back. And we're definitely going to be looking for loot while we're in here. I mean, come on. It's the ruined capital of one of the greatest cities in the land, you know? It's got to have some cool shit. I love that you can... I say it probably every episode, but I love that you can see the tree Yggdrasil. I know I just messed that pronunciation up, and I'm not going to give it another try, but...
So this is Dundrasil. I'd heard the rumors about what happened here, but still, I never expected this.
For those of you uninformed, it was completely wiped off the map by monsters.
One of the world's great cities, and that it was reduced to rubble in a single night.
Yeah, like a couple hours.
King and queen murdered by monsters. The princess of Heliodor too. The poor thing was only visiting. But I don't need to tell you this. They were your parents after all.
Yes, we are the lost prince of Dundrasil. The last of our line.
So where's the old guy from the tournament, anyway?
The last person in our line. Alright, so anybody want to take a crack at what that dragon whose green's name is? Still taking guesses. Just, you know, lob anything out there. Okay. We are all healed up. This dragon's name is Green Dragon. A Green Dragon. Actually, it's a drake because it doesn't have any wings.
I'm coming, darling.
Not to say that I'd get enough people to get one of those in the comments, but, you know, I'll do it if nobody else will. This thing is a real son of a bitch when it comes to the Draconian Quest harder monsters. Like, it was harder than some boss fights in the game.
We'll soon have that patched up.
One of my favorite monsters in a lot of the side games where you can actually, like, fuse together and make monsters. Absolute powerhouse. Sick unit. Don't have anything to do with him yet. Still need 22 more for him to get his next cool ability. Dragonhide. Don't know why it'd be in there. And oh, they crawl in here to sleep. I'm just breaking in and murdering monsters in basically what's their natural habitat now. Because I'm the good guy. Don't you see? One of these is going to be a cannon box. Yep. Come on, whack. Yeah, when this hits, I'm never closer to breaking a controller than when a whack actually hits. Listen, I hate these fights, but also it's for a skill point, and I would do just about anything for a skill point, so anything. There we go. Who doesn't love a skill point? We'll talk to this slime. What's up, buddy? Thanks, dude. Yeah, usually every game has at least like one friendly slime. They're just chilling, just looking to live their lives, be left alone. This game has a disproportionate amount of friendly monsters, I think, as far as the friendly creatures. Probably shouldn't be calling them monsters. That slime did just give me directions, but compared to previous ones, but like DQ9 starting area has one in the well, if I remember. There's actually probably a couple of them. This game has another well slime, actually, now that I think about it. In is it Swindon? No, it's Madame. It's an academy. There's an academy in this that has a bunch of that going on. We'll jump down the well. Which I love that this entire place is destroyed, but it still has a working, like, water reservoir system. That just goes to speak to really good craftsmanship, you know? Don't see that kind of work anymore. Just casually doing rope pulls in plate/chainmail armor. Alright. It's time to get serious. It's time to be serious.
So you made it at last.
Is it just you? Where's your friend, the girl?
She has duties to attend to. She'll be glad you came, though, as am I.
It's not like we had much choice. Now, where's the rainbow? We need it.
Oh, you do you? I suppose that's because your pal here's the luminary.
Wait. How could you...
I thought you died years back, laddie. When I saw that mark in your hand at the tournament, my heart skipped more than a few beats, let me tell you.
Alright. Anyone want to take a guess at who this guy is?
Come along. There's something I want to show you, if you'll indulge an old man for a wee while.
He's not just any old man. Some of you have probably picked up on that. We don't have to wait for him, thank goodness. We can just push ahead if we'd like.
Aye, this place brings back some memories, sure enough.
Look, are you going to tell us who you are or what?
I'd already given up most of my duties by then. I spent most of my days in the city enjoying my retirement. Oh, we had us some fun. And then the monsters came, and I lost everything. When I was your age, laddie, this was one of the finest cities you could ever hope to see. And look at it now. One night. That's all it took them to tear it all apart. Ugh. Just listen.
Anyone have any guesses as to who this guy is?
Is this somebody's grave?
Yeah, no shit.
Aye. This is where the king and queen of Dundrasil are buried.
You mean?
I do. This is your parents' grave, laddie. The grave of my daughter and son-in-law.
Wait, but that would mean you're his grandfather.
Not the last of our line, folks.
These two fine young souls died, and I survived. I came to believe there must have been a reason for that. That someone had a purpose in mind for me. So I set out to learn why Dundrasil was destroyed. I've been on the road ever since. I've uncovered some of the truth in my travels. It was King Carnelian, you see. He changed.
Yeah, you don't
He once
say.
believed in the power of the luminary more than any of us. But he became convinced that you were evil, that you were the dark spawn.
Yeah, he threw me in jail.
He's not a man I knew any longer. Folks say he blames you for everything, even the death of his daughter. How could you, old friend? There's something behind it all. The fall of Dundrasil, the change in my old comrade. I promise you, I will find out the truth.
Rab is one of my favorites. It's just sweet.
My girl. Erwin. I found your boy. He wasn't lost to us after all.
Definitely not getting choked up at all.
You're alive, laddie. Against all the odds, and now you're home. You've no idea how many times I've dreamed of this day. I never thought it would actually come. Now, will you humour an old man a while longer? There's an old royal ritual, you see. It's to send the souls of the departed to a better place. I'd like you to help me perform it.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite cutscenes in the game. These. The next one that follows.
There's an altar up in...
It used to be such a hard ass as far as like not getting choked up, but it gets me every time. This is like the 12th, 13th time I've seen it, and I can't not get a little sad, a little tickle in the old throat. That'll help us make the armor of our homeland, but I don't think we're going to make that just yet. And if we do, it'll just be for stats, but we'll still wear this for a while, you know? Just because our character made it back here, I don't think he's going to feel immediately like like this is home, you know? We will come back to this spot in particular as well. There's a really cool quest that is part of the story that takes us down there. But we'll rush up the hill. These two, Jade and Rob, are probably my two favorite companions in the game. Just because of this moment. Like, it's sweet to see that, like, I guess you guys don't know who Jade is yet, but don't worry, that time will come.
Everything's ready.
Thank you, Princess. It looks just perfect.
Wait, you don't mean...
If the rest of you wouldn't mind standing back here with me, only members of the Wrasslin royal family may perform the ritual.
So she is King Carnelian's daughter that he assumed was dead. She's the little girl that was running with our mother in the beginning
How come
of
he called you princess?
this series.
Are you?
Quiet now. The ritual is about to begin.
You just follow my lead. All right, laddie?
Our hero with that sick-ass middle part. Oh, who doesn't love the little bit of sentimentality?
The souls of those who depart this life must all return to Yggdrasil. One life for each leaf of the great world tree. But those taken by monsters cannot return of their own accord. So our ancestors devised a ritual to send them on their way. The smoke guides them back to where they belong, to Yggdrasil's bosom.
Bosom.
Each butterfly is a lost soul, and now they can all be at peace.
It just puts it into perspective, like how many people died that night. Yeah, yeah.
You didn't die in vain, Eleanor. You saved your boy and the princess. It was a noble sacrifice you made. Thank you, my beautiful girl. And goodbye. I hope you don't mind me asking, but your mother didn't leave you anything, did she? Oh, no. She didn't, did she? So this letter's why you went to see King Carnelian, eh?
Yep. But she didn't know.
If only she'd known. I'm sorry, laddie, you've been through so much. But I suppose if you'd not set out for Heliodor, the journey would never have led you to me, eh? Oh, Eleanor.
The voice actor for Rob is so good.
Sorry, laddie. I'm gonna need to be alone for a wee while.
Alright. We'll just leave you to your peace there, old man. Ah, wonder whose soul that is. Alright, we'll leave the altar. Not talk to anybody, because this motion, and then we'll trigger this next cutscene. With Princess Jade.
Lady Eleanor. Who's there?
Bro's wearing armor. How's he sneaking up on anybody?
You weren't supposed to see that. I was just thinking about Lady Eleanor. I mean, your mother. Why don't we take a little walk?
I love the voice acting in this game. They all feel so cozy.
My mother was a rather sickly soul by all accounts. She died not long after I was born. So in a sense, Lady Eleanor was the only real mother I ever knew. She used to read me stories, take me flower picking. I loved her so much. You can imagine how happy I was when I heard she was having a baby. I couldn't wait to meet my little brother.
Yeah, that's right in the feels.
You know, it was raining like this the last time I ever saw her. I can't believe how much time has passed since then. Wait, up there. Something tells me they're looking for you and your friends.
Oh, you don't say.
And there's only one kingdom that can send that Heliodor. Come on, we need to get back to the others.
Oh, you mean the guy that threw me in prison like a week ago? Yeah, that guy? Yeah. Alright. Definitely not going to trigger another cutscene. Don't know how dudes in armor hiked around us, but okay.
Where are the ones from the altar? No sign of them. What about the Darkspawn?
It's funny being a Dragon Age
No
fan
sign of
hearing
him
Darkspawn.
either. Blast! They must have gone away.
It's him! He's over here!
Where'd you come from, dude?
He's over here!
Oh, for goodness sake.
Guy just appeared out of nowhere.
What shall we do with the girl?
Sir Hendrik's orders were to bring the Darkspawn back alive. He never said anything about anyone.
I love the Crusader style helmets.
Just you try it.
There we go. Roadhouse.
I can't be expected to take her on alone.
See, smart boy.
Come on.
I won't skip this one because it's cool. This next one, it's sweet. They should have just made that one cutscene though.
I have you at last, Darkspawn. There is nowhere left to run. You are a slippery one, I will give you that. I had not thought you would make it this far after I picked up your scent in Octagonia.
It's just funny to me picturing him fighting all those funny guys in Octagonia. He was a former champion of the arena in Octagonia.
Men, the Darkspawn is mine. Deal with the girl.
She's a lady, you scoundrel.
Forward!
Hendrik's armor is so cool.
This is all the dreaded child of darkness could muster. Pathetic.
Oh yeah, good idea time.
You will evade me no longer, Darkspawn. The chase ends here.
That black and gold. If it was black and silver, it'd be perfect.
Hendrik! Don't you dare!
I was about to say, she just looks like the bigger version of what she did as a kid, so, you know. In animated series like this, it's much easier to tell who someone is.
No! Hold on!
Princess!
Love anime physics when they put them in video games.
I won't let you go again.
And they died. The end. Alright, let's try to leave. And it switched us back to our regular armor, which I don't care for, because we were in every other cutscene has this normal, but I guess you could make the cope that it was wet.
You're awake. I'm soaked through. Let's get warmed up, shall we?
Get your minds out of the gutter, any of you perverts that thought that was anything more than that.
I'm glad I caught you. I couldn't have forgiven myself if it happened again. I suppose Rab must have told you about your mother. That she sacrificed herself to save you and the Princess of Heliodor.
If more of the cutscenes were like this in the game, I wouldn't skip any of them.
You've probably worked it out for yourself already, but I was that princess. Your mother saved my life. That night, the night Dandrasil fell, we ran from the castle, but the monsters were too fast. She handed you to me and distracted them for long enough for us to get away. She died to save us.
But her soul's in tree heaven now.
Even though she trusted me with you, I was too weak and stupid to... I fell in the river and I let you go. I can't tell you how many times I've wished that it was you Rab fished out of there and not me. After he found me, we headed back to Heliodor. We thought my father might help us to find you. But when we got there, we found out he was telling people I'd been killed by the Luminary. He was trying to make people believe awful things about you.
I love that purple color
Rab
they
was
use for
convinced that
eyes
he wasn't
as well.
in his right mind. That someone must be controlling him. So we set out together to find out who and why. I never expected to see Hendrik again, let alone on a battlefield. We were lucky to get out of there alive.
I want to get to a point where I get them in my party so I can adjust their skills and stuff before we end, and that'll be a good bookend to it. Nice solid round. 2 hours. A little longer than the last couple have been.
Looks like the rain's dying down.
Nope, it's just me and the party, but we'll save so we don't have to go through all that emotional trauma again. Already know what weapons the next companions are going to use. We have one more minor little cutscene. Yep, it hit right here. I almost wish they'd just put them all into one cutscene. I get why they didn't, but they should have. It's a unicorn.
So I was right. I had suspected it would take more than a mere fall to put pay to the Darkspawn.
Dude's rocking a sick chin goatee or chin strap.
Can it really have been so many years since that fateful night, Princess? To see you alive and well, you cannot imagine how much this pleases me. But should you choose to continue to side with the child of darkness, you may not live for much longer.
Happy to see ya. If you continue to side with him, I'll kill ya.
I know
Love
how
it.
you feel about duty, Hendrik. How could I forget? Please.
We'll skip ahead a little bit because they pull off a sick move.
Not long. But
She's gonna pull off a little karate. Kung Fu Master.
Impressive, Princess. The spirited young girl of old has grown into quite the warrior maiden.
Alright, I don't like that.
oh, please. I'm not a child anymore. It'll take more.
I mean, Walker Texas Ranger has nothing on her. Although he does do that in some tight-ass jeans.
And what will it take to convince you that I am deadly sick? Yeah.
All right, come on now, get to the cool part.
Princess.
I'm sorry.
There we go.
Get on.
Yeah, sick. A little Grand Theft Auto. Sweet. Sweet. We'll skip this. Oh, there they are. They just waited for us. Yeah, these guards are really terrible at their jobs. So we're going to skip this because it's just going to join them into our party. And then we will look at their skills. In the old character builder. Jade is going to be in the spears tree. This is her allure section, and that's fisticuffs. I don't know. I mean, that is spears, so we'll probably do that. These are just flat stat increases, so it's not like they're really that dependent on... So we're going to make her a spears user. High critical move, and then we're gonna make Rob Mr. Claus, just because I think it's neat. Dodge chance is probably what we're gonna want to boost first, and then we'll go up here and I want to hit his strength as well. Although the old man did straight up take like a punch from a bodybuilder earlier and be completely fine. So I guess I don't really have to worry too much about him in that department. But oh, thank you. Just got a chat from Dark Signer Carly. Jade is the best girl in this game. Yes, yeah. It's just I love nothing more than like a high damage output character. No magic, just does nothing but hit people. Jade's glaive, and I'm a big fan of spear weapons. That's just they're the best. I am gonna change my party around. Jade, and then we'll just run my character and the ladies. Control him. Show no mercy. Show no mercy. All right, those should be good. What we're gonna do now is, pretty sure, yeah, okay. We just need to continue searching the world. So what we're gonna do is go to Coast of Allure. Oh, we can't. There's a, oh my gosh, there's gonna be a cutscene. All right, we'll get out of here. We'll save at the camp, and then we'll just save it for later. Think we specifically have to exit the area from the south.
Huh? Hey, the branch, it's
the rainbow, you uncultured swine. I think we got like 3 of these already. Red, yellow. Pretty sure purple's the one that's in Zwardrust.
Oh, darlings, did you see it? It was so pretty.
A sort of platform floating in the sky, and 6 colored orbs.
It's weird they don't know about that from a whole town that basically revolves around lore.
I think I understand.
You know, kind of
We
seems
need
like
to
something
find
they'd
the
know.
orbs and take them to the platform, and then the path to Yggdrasil will appear.
What do they teach you guys in that cult
maybe
town?
trekking halfway around the world to find that branch wasn't such a waste of time after all. And we've already got one of the orbs we need, too. I knew swiping this thing from the castle was the best idea I ever had.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was kind of our joint thing, but okay.
I had my own plans for it. But this is way more important. It's yours now. Just don't lose it, okay?
Alright, yeah, appreciate that. Thanks for putting the safety of the world ahead of you making some money. Real good guy.
Our prize from the tournament. Lucky we didn't sell it in the end, eh?
Oh, it was their consolation prize. Okay, so we would have only won the
there
rainbow.
I was all set to swap it for a few piffling trinkets for the road. It's yours now, though, laddie.
I guess this lore's old enough that, like, they would have all forgotten about it. I'm just gonna skip the rest of this. No need to sit through the rest of it. But, like, I guess the lore is old enough that they would have all forgotten about it. But I would think if any two groups of people would know about it, it would be the city that the luminary was born to that got wiped out by the monsters. And, more importantly, numero uno, the cult town of people that literally do nothing but study the lore of the luminary, that are like right under that damn magic tree that is essentially heaven, I guess. Like, it seems like if anybody was going to know about it, it'd be them. But, you know, alright, whatever. I don't know. I get it. It's an RPG. It has to be an RPG thing. But, like, couldn't somebody have known what the orbs were for beforehand? I guess they mentioned that Rob's been traveling for like 20 years, 16, 17, however old our character is, basically, years. So I guess if he knew about the orbs, he'd be really shitty at his job if he took him 20 years to find one. But, alright, I will save again. And then that's going to be the end of the road for today. But we'll be back next Thursday. Thank you to everybody that stopped in. I appreciate it. You guys have yourselves a wonderful night.